Do you have the spiritual hunger in our heart? Those who have that spiritual hunger for God in their conscious and subconscious levels, they never get afraid. They do amazing things for God. Before we get into the surveys further, let me request, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. You will be updated about the information and the new videos. Now, here in this psalm, there is a tremendous note of urgency in the psalm, with a total of 10 petitions and 5 verses. It's just a small psalm, 5 verses, but 10 petitions. David asks him for deliverance for himself and tribulation for his enemy. Deliverance for himself and tribulation for his enemies. Number 1, verse 1, we see a cry. We see cry from David. What is this cry? He says, make haste. Please, God, rescue me. Come quickly, Lord, and help me. Please, God, rescue me. Come quickly, Lord, and help me. Psalm 70 verse 1. In this pandemic situation, there is no time to allow the flesh to be fed, watching more movies or more time for other things. Of course, we may need to have some kind of entertainment. I'm not denying watching movies is not sinful. We can sometimes, if it is some kind of fun, some kind of relaxation, that's okay. I'm not so much rigid or fundamental in this aspect. We can have some kind of, you can watch something here and there, have some kind, you can divide the time. But most of the time, we need to come to God and cry out. Psalmist here says, please, God, rescue me. Come quickly, Lord, and help me. 3 things he's asking. Please, God. And he says, rescue me. Come quickly and help me. There's a lot of theology within this one phrase, one sentence. He's coming down and bowing down and touching his feet, asking, please, God, rescue me. You might feel that I no need to ask God, but God need to rescue. Otherwise, today, you and I cannot survive. We cannot survive. If you have a time, listen to this man, Malik. Just last week, he started speaking on social media, and now he is becoming very popular in COVID information, chemical engineer, bringing a lot of truths. He has a lot of wisdom and reading a lot of international journals and bringing the truths at the table. If you have a time, read Malik. Type Malik, COVID information in Google, then you will get a lot of YouTube channels. You will get a lot of videos. Not many, I think 4 or 5 are there. Every day he's doing. He speaks the truth, saying that this is not over. Many more things may come. But he provides a way also how to survive and sustain. Very simple tips. Maybe you can watch and understand. We need to get our mind with such kind of information. How best we can rescue our children, our family. How you can rescue yourself with the help of God. On the knees and praying and asking God. Asking God to come quickly. There is no time to waste. There is no time to relax. We need to come to God and pour out our heart to God, praying for people, asking God to come and rescue quickly. You know, even if you want to pray later, they may not be here. Many people are dying. In the first pandemic situation, we heard in that state, in that country, somebody died. I never heard somebody whom I know died in the first pandemic situation. But now, near ones, dear ones, family members, a lot of my colleagues, Christian friends who are in the ministry, pastors, very next door, near, inside the family, dying, just dying. There is no time. The other day, a few weeks ago, when I went to Vijayawada, I had a great desire to visit that beloved family. I picked up the phone and I asked, can I come? He graciously said, please come. But somehow I thought, all the children are in the home. I thought, okay, now this is not the time. I'll come next time. Akka was no more. You know, my heart breaking. The whole day we was crying, returned myself. Wanted to see, at least we couldn't talk over the phone. But now there is no time to talk. Even we can't pray for her also. No time to waste. It is, we are in a war situation. We should ask God to come quickly. Why he should come quickly? To help us, to help people, to help people to survive and sustain. You know, David understood the seriousness of the times. But today, you and I also need to understand the seriousness of time to pray, to help people. Number one, cry. And number two, contrast. We looked at David's understanding of the times and he cried. And now David, we see a kind of contrast in verse 2 and 4. May those who want to take my life be put to shame and confusion. May all who desire my ruin be turned back in disgrace. May those who say to me, ha ha, turn back because of their shame. But may all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. May those who long for your saving help always say, the Lord is great. But let me read verse 4. I am distracted because when somebody is logging in, I had to admit him. I got distracted. Let me read it again, verse 4. But may all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. May those who long for your saving help always say, the Lord is great. The Lord is great. Contrast. You don't have to get discouraged. Leave the enemy to the hand of God. The enemy will turn back and you will rejoice. You know, when you leave the enemy to God's hand, the enemy will turn back and you rejoice and be glad. When you cry out to God, enemy will be turned back. You rejoice. Instead of worrying and worrying and worrying, you turn to God and you rejoice, you cry out to God, you enjoy the presence of God, singing, making music in the heart, and rejoicing, praying. What happens? You know, the enemy will return. How you know? The other day I was watching C.V. Reddy, somebody, I forgot the name exactly. I think I'm right, C.V. Reddy. He says, when you are so courageous, your immune system will be on the hike. Your immune system is ready to fight. But when you are discouraged and depressed and worried and fearful, your immune system slowly goes down. You will not have the ability to fight. The virus will not turn back. It constantly attacks. So that's the reason we are meditating on this fear not series. Do not be afraid. If you are afraid, the enemy turn to you. If you are courageous, the enemy turn back. That's the reason David understood this. And rejoice and be glad in you. Number 3, confession. Cry, contrast, and confession. Verse 5, but as for me, I am poor and needy. Come quickly to me, O God. You are my help and my deliverer. Lord, do not delay. In verse 1, he said, God, come quickly. And then finally in verse 5, he says, do not delay. In between, we see contrast and confusion and confession. There is an enormous power in confession. There is an amazing courage in confession. How do people get courage? By confessing. But as for me, I am poor and needy. Come quickly to me, O God. You are my help and my deliverer. David is confessing, saying that you are my help and you are my deliverer. Confession means it's not like confessing sin. Confession means declaring the truth. What is the truth here? God is my help and God is my deliverer. In this pandemic situation, we should confess day and night, saying that God is my help and God is my deliverer. Don't confess that I'm so weak and I'm going to die. I'm not. Where do I get my food? How I'm going to get my job? And how? No, don't confess all that. That is all a negative attitude and the negative things the devil brings into our hearts. Confess the truth. They are all lies. They're all lies. But the truth is here, you are my help. God is help and God is the deliverer. What is the truth here in this pandemic situation? God is my help. I am poor and needy. Today, everybody is poor and needy. We don't know where do we get our next meal. How are we going to survive? Scientists do say it may last for 5 years, 10 years. We don't know. This pandemic situation is going to bring a lot of chaos and confusion. There will be terrific drought and famine and maybe a kind of terrific need for the food. Several things may come. But one thing we need to remember, God will help you to survive and sustain because He is our help and He delivers us. Ultimately, we will be victorious. Let's pray saying that, Lord, do not delay. Lord, do not delay. We look to God day and night, and instead of wasting our time praying, singing, making music in our heart, enjoying God's presence. May God bless us. Let's spend a few minutes of time in worshiping the Lord. If you feel like reading any word or sing a song, or if you want to say something, you are most welcome. Let's not waste our time. Let's start one by one.
ప్రభా మరి మీకే వందనాలు స్తోత్రాలు తెలుస్తున్నాం తండ్రి. కృపగల దేవా, దయగల దేవా తండ్రి. దేవా మరి ఈరోజు ప్రభా మరి